Okay. Good morning, everyone, or I guess it might be good evening for you, Alex. And today I'm joined by Alex from Keto Mastery. And we are actually going to learn a lot about Alex, about his business, how he came to start it. And this is a topic which I'm personally very interested in as well. Alex and I were actually discussing this, but I've dabbled with keto as well. I don't think I'm as much of an expert as Alex is. But Alex, it's a pleasure to have you on today and super excited to chat with you.
Thank you, Arjun. I'm really excited to share my story and to answer some of your questions. And yeah, hopefully add some value to your audience. Why not?
Awesome. So why don't we start with this? Can you just tell me a little bit about yourself and maybe what you were doing before you started Keto Mastery?
Well, to be honest, it's not exactly Keto Mastery. It's kind of Keto Pocket Personal Trainer, right? I mean, the whole brand name. But yeah, as a community, as a group, I'm kind of trying to build a healthy keto mastery and things like that. But long story short, about 9 years ago, I always been kind of, I've never been fat or I've never been overweight, and I wanted to have some muscles and whatnot. So I've started actually 9 years ago, before the keto, before the intermittent fasting, before all of that good stuff. And I started from there, just going to the gym and basically starting watching different YouTube channels and whatnot. I want to build some muscles. So long story short, the more I learn, the more I understand that you need to eat 10 times a day, 20 times a day, tons of rice, lean chicken and whatnot. It was crazy. So I basically couldn't do workout. Sometimes my food actually wanted to go out during the workout. It was an awful experience. Yeah. And you know what I've gained instead of the muscles? I should have gained some muscles, but most of the thing I've gained, it's fat. And I wasn't overweight, like 300 pounds or anything like that. But even those like 35 pounds on my body, additional of fat, like on the belly fat, it didn't look like sexy. And I just didn't like that one. So I decided to learn about weight loss and different things and tricks. And I was reading blogs. I remember started subscribing to the tons and tons of YouTube channels. And since I'm at that point, actually, I couldn't speak even English because I'm Russian. I'm from Ukraine. And I started diving into this whole bunch, all of that topic into my Russian speaking community. Okay. So I found a guy talking about intermittent fasting and I got excited. I believe about 5 years ago. That's the first time I tried it and I fall in love into that completely. So imagine the picture. You get used to eat to about 10 to 20 times a day and you didn't enjoy that. And it really didn't feel the right way, you know. My health was awful. And here I am doing this intermittent fasting where I'm actually abstaining from the food for the period of time. I started slowly, like 12 hours a day, 16 hours a day, and then I increase it. And I just fall in love with this whole thing of freedom from the food, you know. So that felt great. But at the end of the day, I also knew that nutrition is the key. I cannot just like stay from the food for a period of time and then eat a bunch of carbs and bunch of dirty foods, you know. So I was at that moment, I wanted to lose weight, kind of gain some muscles, and also the priority started switching into the health mode, okay? And this is where keto came out. And to begin with, you probably know it's really popular nowadays, the keto diet and all of that. So there is so many gurus and teaching so many things that simply don't work, you know. So what I've learned, there is different kinds of keto. We can say clean keto, we can say dirty keto, lazy keto, and there is different bunch of foods. And before I even dive into keto, I actually skipped that part. I've been trying to Mediterranean diet, I've been trying to bulletproof diet, paleo diet, different kinds of low carb diet. So before the keto, I already kind of knew, hey, okay, it's low carb, it's supposed to be this and that. And the more I learn, I actually find for myself that it's not even about the keto, it's about the right nutrition that fits my needs and goals, right? And the same way, like, for example, people thinking the same food is the same, but chicken is completely different. It depends how, so what I'm trying to say is we are what our ate, is it the right phrasing?
We are what we eat.
Yeah, we are what we eat. No, not exactly. We're not what we eat. What we eat, what our ate. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying
Okay, I see.
It's one step forward, to be honest. Yeah, because
I
if
see.
yeah, you can eat chicken and you can get healthy, and at the same time you can eat chicken, and this chicken ate a bunch of soy, a bunch of toxin, inflammation, and then you eat it, and now you're not losing weight all of a sudden, and you think, oh well, I'm doing keto, right? I'm eating all of this, I'm drinking all of this soybean oil, but it's still keto, right? But for me, it's kind of as I said, there is so many versions of keto, and it's really, really important to know what exactly working. First of all, what's working for you. Second of all, what healthy in general. So if your goal is to lose weight, it's really, really applicable to do it the right way. Or especially if you want to increase your health and vitality, which is for me is, to be honest, the biggest priority. I started with growing muscle, losing weight, but eventually it's more shifted to the gear as a health, and the weight loss and body look is only like as a bonus, as an additional bonus, if you
I
understand
see.
what I'm saying, right? Yeah, so
Wow, wow.
eventually,
There's a lot to unpack here, but I think if I understand, it sounds like this is something which you're pretty much self-taught here. You spent time looking on YouTube,
oh,
learning on your
yeah.
own, and now you're trying to share this knowledge that you've amassed over sounds like 9 years with everyone.
Yeah, not exactly like the keto diet 9 years, but it was 9 years of weight loss, including intermittent fasting, as I said, bulletproof diet, paleo, different kinds of low carb, and eventually keto diet and intermittent fasting. And I've gone through different paid courses, blogs. I read lots of articles in the peer-reviewed studies. I'm actually really geeking out on that topic, to be honest. We can talk about it later with you, just after the interview
Yeah.
already, a little bit deep topic. So yeah, and I've decided, and about a year ago, I would say, I started getting paid clients, and I started one-on-one, and I started training them to lose weight. It turned out I'm doing pretty well, not only for me, but actually for clients. So I decided, hey, I probably will stick to that, to this
Let me
business,
ask
to
you a
this
question
thing.
right there. Let me ask you a
Mm-hmm.
question, two-part question. Sounds like this was something you were personally very interested in. What sort of switch
Yeah.
where it's like, you know what, I can actually, someone's willing to pay me to help do this? And then the follow-up question is, you said that was about a year ago. What made you decide to, hey, I want to formalize this business and create an LLC? How did you sort of walk through that process in your head?
That's a really, really good change and really, really good question, because what happened about a year ago, I was trying to do the agency. I was trying to run ads for the clients, real estate and real estate niche for real estate agents. And to be honest, I didn't like to run ads. I can run them, but I didn't like that. I created an agency. It didn't do well. And I mostly was doing it literally like in the movie, just for money. Okay. I found myself in the position that I'm so excited about keto, about learning, about workout, about cardio, about geeking out on those different types of biohack, not even related to the weight loss, but just in general health. And here I am doing this real estate, and I'm suffering. I'm not enjoying working with the clients. I'm not enjoying learning Facebook ads every day, to be honest, but I have to do it for the money, okay? So this is where I literally hit rock bottom. I was in a kind of bad spot where I decided to figure it out. I decided to quit it all. And here I am, had no money, no honey. And I basically decided to literally make this shift in one day. I felt
Wow.
really low, and I knew I'm going nowhere. At that point, I was in Thailand and I didn't have much money already, but I decided just no matter what, I'm gonna figure it out. And I actually started my YouTube channel 1 year ago, and I show a little bit of my weight loss journey there, because I've gained weight again and then dropped it again multiple times. So anyways, I started my YouTube channel and I started teaching people about weight loss and through different pathways, and mostly through keto and intermittent fasting. And this is where I start getting paid clients, and this is where I decided. I already decided to go this way. Okay, I just didn't know I could monetize that through one-on-one coach. I decided I'm going to share my story and let's see where it goes. Obviously, when I started my channel, I wanted to make money, right? I'm not going to
Yeah.
lie, but at the same time, I didn't expect that it will come from one-on-one coaching and that type of things. So basically, and a few months ago, I found myself looking at the situation, and although I like to work one-on-one with people, but at the same time it's really time consuming, and I cannot reach more audience, I cannot reach more people in this case. So I've decided to start my keto mastery company with you, using your service, which is really, really handy. and I decided to build my program, which is called Keto Pocket Personal Trainer, which is the program where I basically put together all of my intermittent fasting programs. It's like online course inside intermittent fasting. I dumped there my keto knowledge. So there is a keto course inside of this program, and there is recipes and the workouts. I'm sharing my workouts there and the meal plans. It's basically, it's literally Keto Pocket Personal Trainer. So from your phone, you can reach it and you can get all of the tools that you need if you're into keto, and even if you're into intermittent fasting, as I said. And that's my goal, to start spreading my words to the masses, because that's who I am. I'm learning about that every single day. I don't know, I'm nerd about that topic. So I like to share that, and looks like I'm doing pretty well teaching people. So why not? Let's see where it goes, right?
Wow, this really resonates. I think the story you just told there, well, first of all, it sounds like you were doing work, but you knew deep down inside it wasn't what you were passionate about, or you didn't feel motivated to do it. And right away, just switching to focusing on what you know you geeked out on and you were truly interested in, it made it sounds like it doesn't even feel like work, and you are able to monetize your business and help tons of people.
Exactly. I anyways doing it for free for myself. I'm learning for myself, and now I'm just sharing it everywhere. So it doesn't feel like work. That's exactly. I know. I've heard about that. That
I guess that's the dream for most people, right? That's the dream. But work doesn't feel like work.
To be honest, I think everyone can do that. Even though people are so afraid to jump there, to stop their 9-to-5 job, or even some unsuccessful businesses. As I said, I've been doing before I started this agency, real estate agency, with Facebook ads marketing agency. I've been working as a miner for 5 years, and I was afraid to quit. Even though my salary wasn't that good, but I was afraid to quit. Eventually I quit. I started traveling without money, without anything. It's another actually topic. I'm not going to dive into that one, how I traveled without money for a couple of years through India, Malaysia, and Thailand. That's how I found my wife eventually. But anyways, is the story for another topic. But what I'm saying is, I believe everyone can look deep inside what they want in life, and everyone can make this change and find the job, even though it's not going to make you as much of money maybe at the beginning. But if you love to go to work, if you work and you don't feel like it's work for you, come on, life is so much gets so much easier and so much more enjoyable. Am I right?
Hey, that really resonates. And I think your story actually resonates with a lot of entrepreneurs out there, or even would-be aspiring entrepreneurs. So let me actually, let's see if you can maybe share what you learned with others. You decided, hey, I have some customers. Wow, they actually want me to help them. I'm going to start doing this one-on-one coaching. Then it sounds like you realized I can offer a lot more, the workouts, the recipes. And then you had this point, and maybe it wasn't a single day or moment, when you decided, okay, it's time to create the actual business. How did you sort of find StartPack? How did you evaluate options? And maybe were you worried about going through that process in the first place? What was that entire process like for you?
Well, to be honest, as I said, 1 year ago, I already had a company. Prior to that, I had a company which was focusing on Facebook ads marketing for real estate agents, right? Boring stuff, by the way. So I already had the company, the LLC, started in the United States at that moment. And I used another company, not going to call the name of it, but it's like your competitor or whatever. So I used another company. And this year, it's been 1 year since I supposed to be, I don't know how to say it, recontinue the company or whatever. I don't exactly know those words, but basically this company who helped me, they just disappeared. They dropped me. So I was like, okay. So I went to the Google and I start typing, hey, I want to open an LLC, yada, yada. And here is StartPack pop up, and I see the website. Okay, website looks nice. So I start investigating, doing my research, and it ended up good company. So I just contacted, and your team, or it was you, or I don't exactly remember who first dropped me a message, the answer. So I decided, well, that looks legit. So that's how I dive into that. And yeah, really grateful finding your company, because as I said, I already had experience with previous one, and it's not the best one. So now I'm starting new company with the StartPack, and that's already more related to the Keto Pocket Personal Trainer app and things like that. The website, yeah.
Awesome. And were you ever worried about StartPack or us being a scam throughout your process?
it's always the risk. So I was worried when I first reached to you, but when we start talking, I figured, hey, it's real person, and I just kind of get connected to you right away. So like, yeah, cannot be scam, even though everything is possible. But yeah, so the short answer is definitely before you find any company out there, you might feel like it's a scam or whatever, right? So it's completely total. I'm not gonna lie. But as I said, when I connected to you personally, I found this connection, and I felt like it's a not scam, so I dived into that right away, which I'm really
I
happy
know.
about.
I think I totally agree with you there, and I think it's a risk with anything. But just as you're glad you found us, I'm really glad that, and we are, that we get to work with you. I think that's one of the most exciting things about our business is we get to meet folks like you who are at the earliest stages of their company, and there's a lot in sight or in the future coming next. And actually, on that topic, can you give everyone a sneak peek about what's coming next for your business? I'm sure you have many plans and the gears are spinning.
Oh my gosh!
What would
Yeah.
you say are the big goals, especially with the new year for 2021 for your company?
Well, I have really a lot of plans, but I want to scale my one-on-one coaching program. I definitely want to go broad with my Keto Pocket Personal Trainer membership area. I want to turn it in the app probably in the future, but it's not important. The importance is I'm going to be reaching a lot of people with this product, and it's supposed to be really great. And based on that, I want to also launch the group coaching, meaning I have one-on-one, I have to the masses, and I want to also coach through Zoom calls. As usual, it's one-on-one, but to the groups. That's like 3 layers would be in my value ladder, in my plan. And after that, depending of what my audience, what my clients and customers, what's my students, what my people want from me, I would definitely have plan. Since I'm really into clean eating, let's say this way, and all of that related, I do have plans in the future to launch some kind of nutritional brand about keto food. It's not necessarily keto, but it's supposed to be clean and healthy. But most of the foods would be keto, since I'm most of the time on a keto. So that's nutritional things and maybe vitamins, minerals, things like that. Again, it's too early to talk about that probably, but I have a lot of plans. But let's see how it goes, right? At first, I have confidence that everything's going to be great. So many things going on right now in the world with this medical crisis, let's call it this way. But I know everything is temporarily. I know we have ups and downs. I know it's all will gone, but what inside of us, what we can share, our message, our things that will stay with us forever. So I'm looking forward to the 2021 and to working with you on building my company.
Well, I can tell, I wouldn't bet against you. I can sense your energy already on the call, and it sounds like a lot of great things are in motion, but I think you hit the nail on the head where, you know, it really is this combination of not just exercise, and not just diet, but sleep, and then mobility, and there's many things which have to come together. And it sounds like you're really trying to provide a comprehensive solution to people, not just a one-time, short-time fix, a long-term solution.
What I notice, people in my niche, let's say in the keto, they usually sell like meal plans and just recipe books or something. What I have in my programs, it always include meal plans. It always include recipes, workout routines. Again, not everyone need to do workout. I'm not pushing that, but what I'm saying, sometimes you might add some cardio or some workout routine, and it's going to be only beneficial for your health in general, even if your goal is not to lose weight. I'm also very into sleep, and in this my program, Keto Pocket Personal Trainer, I actually have the videos about the sleep, the importance of the sleep, how to improve that, and the sauna and the cold shower, and so many other biohacks that I've learned during the last 9 years of my life. So I put it all together, not just meal plan. Hey, buy my meal plan. No, I put so many things together, and I go live and I do workouts, and I have planned to cook live, also do the recipe. And there is a lot of plans, and there is a lot of things going on with that. And I'm trying to make this put mindset inside, and many trainings. So it's going to be a one-stop offer. You know, people come in there and they're getting out of that only healthy with the increased health, and I don't know, lose weight. Depends on your goals, but yeah.
I think the same way that we try to be a one-stop shop for not only forming but growing, it sounds like you're really trying to do that too. A one-stop shop for maybe it's the diet which gets them in the door to you, or the exercise, or maybe they saw a video on YouTube, but they can come to you and they have this one-stop shop solution as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Okay, well, great. Hey, so I have a couple rapid fire questions to finish things off.
All right.
First thing I have to ask is that a squat rack, or I see some workout bands? Is this your gym right behind you right here? Do you work out in meetings usually, or between meetings?
I'm usually working
pull-ups?
Exactly. Look, this is a pull-ups. I can literally do some pull-ups. It's a little bit inconvenience here, but yeah, mostly from that part, I can do it. So yeah, this is basically my garage gym, and what I have here, I'm not going to show everything. There's a little bit of garbage everywhere and furnace and whatnot and mess, but it's actually my, let me turn it off then. So this is where I do pull-ups, chin-ups. It also works right now. I can do the interview and I can do dips. You might probably see it. Yeah, you see it on the camera. So
I need to, I think we might need to get some desk recommendations for everyone, how to convert it into a workout desk.
yeah, exactly. So I have a whole bunch of it. It's squats machine. I can do squats here. I can do push-ups, pull-ups. I can do dips. And obviously this is my corner where it's different stuff of metal stuff and whatnot.
Awesome.
So yeah, I mean, I live with that. I like exercises, and I'm recording videos. I'm sharing with my clients and whatnot, as I said. So that's why I built this garage gym.
Very cool. Well, okay, let's go. A second follow-up to that. Could you take me through, we could probably go on for a while about this, but what is a day in the life for Alex in terms of, you know, when you wake up, what a typical day of meals look like, and maybe what your exercise routine looks like? I know that there's probably a lot to unpack there, but what does a typical day look like for you?
Usually I sleep about 7 hours, and then I wake up, and first thing in the morning I do before I even go to the toilet or anywhere, I meditate for 1 hour. Most of the time, again, sometimes I'm skipping that and just doing the short one, 30 minutes meditation. Then I usually go and do a cold shower. I don't remember last time I did hot shower, I'm not gonna lie. Even though sauna is great and cold shower is great, all I'm saying is if I do a shower, it's gonna be cold one most of the time. Yeah, I really don't remember the hot one. Always cold one, 2-3 times a day on always cold one. But generally speaking, I like to fast. And the only one thing why I do alternative fasting, I just learned it maybe like half a year ago, and I started experimenting. Instead of doing 7 days a week fasting, which I used to do before and absolutely love that. But what I've learned is for our body gets adapted to everything. So I'm trying to shift my fasting windows and my days of the fasting. So I'm trying to 1 day fast, 1 day not fast. So if you're talking about yeah, one of the day I might I skip the breakfast, another day I might skip the dinner. So I also plan. See, I'm not just skipping dinner like most of the people do. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm trying to find what works for me better, and also trying to shift and see how it works differently on my body. So most of the time I would skip the breakfast, let's say, and I will do workout always in an empty stomach, only if the next day I also want to do workout and I have the breakfast in my schedule. As I said, alternative fasting, right? In this case, I would eat, and then I would abstain from the food for 5-6 hours. And before I would have lunch, then I would do workout. Because it's also on an empty stomach. Now, it's not a fasted way already, but it's still on an empty stomach. This is the best way that I found. But generally speaking, I break fast always the same way. It's boring, I know, but if I'm fasting, I'm breaking fast with a cup of the bone. And with the lean protein, about 3 to 5 ounces of lean protein, usually like lean chicken, or it can be shrimps or things like that, or white fish. And I'm not going to dive why. There is a lot of science behind. I can talk on it. Yeah. Maybe in another interview. And generally speaking, then I have my main meal. I like to fast for 23 hours. And if it's fasting day, as I said, most of the time I like to fast for 23 hours. So I break my fast. And then in 30 minutes after that, when I pre-warm my gut, when I pre-warm all of my gut and mucosal layer, after that, I eat the normal meal where I'm adding already salads. I'm adding tons of greens, broccoli, cauliflower is incredible food, even though it's not a green. I'm talking about cauliflower, still incredible veggies. And I'm adding fats already since it's keto, right? and it's sardines, avocado, olive oil, trying to find high quality foods. If it's butter, I love butter, butter all grass fed. Uh, I mean, something like Anchor and whatnot. So I'm trying to find the cleanest products I possibly can, but I'm still human. I'm not trying to be like a robot or something. Sometimes I might eat a little bit less quality, depends on the budget, depends
Yep.
on where you're located and traveling things. And, you know, for example, in Thailand sometimes I had some hard time finding foods. It's not like in the US, you can go and find everything, right? Different culture, different things, but I'm always trying my best to, from what I have nearby, I'm trying to get the best quality foods to nurture my
Makes sense.
body. That's it. Same with workout. If I'm going to the city or abroad or whatever, I just find anything. I just find some tree. I jump on the tree. I do some squats. I do, pull-ups, chin-ups. And that's pretty much it. So people, a lot of the time saying, oh, I don't have money, I don't have time. Look, I don't have much money, but as I said, I will jump on the tree, I'll do a couple of pull-ups, I will go for a run a little bit. I will find this time.
Yep.
So that's how I live my life, and that's what I'm hopefully will teach my future kids someday. Yeah.
No, I like that. You know, if there's a will, there's a way, and you work with what you have, and it's sort of, I like how you take ownership for the situation you're in, and like this no excuses mentality where if I don't have a pull-up bar, or if you're not at your desk and can't do pull-ups here, there's a tree outside you could go on, or you could do a little run. And you're totally right. We could probably talk a lot longer about, I'm curious about some of these biohacks you mentioned and, you know, the science behind how you break fast, and maybe we'll save that for a future interview. Awesome. And hey, last thing, you've actually talked, I think actually your story will be quite inspiring for a lot of current entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs. But maybe what we could finish with is, what is one piece of advice you would have for someone who's thinking about starting a business? And then as a follow-up question to that, let's say I could give you a billboard, you know, a billboard on the highway, and it can say anything, and everyone would drive by it and see it. What would that billboard say?
Well, I think its answer would be the same for two of your questions because they're pretty relevant. What's number one? I would give advice for the business owners, or either it's a business owner or just a person. I would always say it's so silly. Again, I've heard it so many times, but it's clicked when you really realize it's true. The one sentence, it would go like that: never give up, even though it's going to be really hard. I can talk a lot about many businesses I've started in my life, and almost all of them failed miserably. Same with the dieting. I've done so many things. Same with the relationship. No matter topic you pick, man, I really struggled a lot. I'm probably the less luckiest guy, the less success story. But what I noticed eventually, I'm always overcome you only can lose if you give up. Okay, that's the best phrase. When you stop and you say, that's it, I cannot quit smoking. That's it, I cannot make money. I cannot make this business work. I cannot make this diet work. When you stop forever, this is only one way you can lose. If you keep on working, if you keep on getting from your knees, and again, come on, again, looking, learning. So that's advice for the business owners. Same advice for any person out there who are looking any kind of improvements in their life and struggling, because again, I can talk a lot of my struggles. For example, just really quick, okay, and we're going to wrap up. I've been struggling for 19 years of smoking and drinking. I've been going through the drugs addiction and whatnot. And what it takes from me, I'm not a magic guy. I mean, there is no magic pill, I'm trying to say. There is thing that I tried, one thing, try another thing, I try again and again, and sometimes it gets easier, sometimes life gets harder. You know, it's a wave. Life is a wave, so it's totally cool. What I want to suggest to everyone is to, again, it sounds really cheesy, but well, never give up. If you never stop, you're going to achieve anything in life, in this life, and almost everything is possible if you believe in that. So keep on working, keep on building businesses, failing, keep on again. One day it's click, and you will get your $1 million, or you will reach as many people as you want and change their lives, hopefully. So yeah.
I think that's a fantastic way to end things here. Never give up, and I love that. The only way you can truly lose is if you stop. I love that. That's a great way to wrap things up.
Yeah.
Great.
Awesome, man.
Awesome. Well, hey, Alex, thank you so much for your time today. I'm sure we could chat a lot longer about other things, and maybe we will do that in the future. But we will be sharing all the links. You know, you mentioned you have a YouTube channel. If there's any other content and things you mentioned, we're happy to share that too. And everyone, please check out Keto Mastery. There's a lot of exciting things in store coming soon. And Alex, really enjoyed chatting with you today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. I'm really, really happy jumping on the call. And again, if you have planning some future calls, I'm all in. Just drop me a message and let's go.
Awesome. All right, well, thanks, Alex.
Thank you, man.